Attention passionate Washington Commanders fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC East and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Washington Commanders' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Washington Commanders fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with YOUR, FRINDS, and Washington Commanders FANS. Let's get to the news now, folks. Hold on to your seats because what I'm about to tell you could be one of the most seismic shifts in the NFC East in recent memory. Rumors are swirling that the Dallas Cowboys, currently sitting at a rough 5-6 record, might be eyeing a major shakeup at quarterback. And surprisingly, the name at the center of all this speculation. Dak Prescott. Yep, you heard that right. There's chatter that Prescott could be heading south to the Washington Commanders in a blockbuster trade that could reshape the division landscape for years to come. Now, let's take a minute and unpack what's really going on here. The Cowboys, as many of us know, have been struggling on offense this season, especially through the air. They're averaging just 8 points per game, which isn't exactly what you'd call explosive. Their cap space is tight, about $10 million remaining, and with Prescott's recent underwhelming performances, it's understandable that the front office might be considering drastic options. Prescott, a veteran drafted back in 2016, has a solid career. Over 38 passing yards, 242 passing touchdowns, and a respectable quarterback rating. But in recent weeks, his consistency has been questioned, and some of the advanced stats show room for improvement. Sources suggest that the Cowboys could be willing to part ways with Prescott in exchange for a couple of high picks, specifically a first and second round pick in the 2026 draft. The goal? Rebuild the offensive line, which has been a concern this year, allowing an average of 3.2 sacks per game. The idea is to give Prescott a fresh start in Washington, where he could be the veteran leader that the team desperately needs. With Taylor Heinicke's injury and Sam Howell still developing, the Commanders might see Prescott as that proven quarterback capable of elevating their offense and making a serious playoff push. Now, why would the Cowboys do this? Well, besides cap constraints and the need to bolster their defense and wide receiver core, they may be feeling the pressure to go all in on a rebuild if Prescott doesn't find his rhythm. And Prescott's numbers tell a compelling story. Over his career, he's been a precision passer, completing around 67. 2% of his throws with an EPA per play of roughly 0.15 and a sack rate of just 6.8%. His big-time throws are right around 400, and he's shown he can carry an offense when everything clicks. His 2025 stats are solid. Over 850 yards, 20 touchdowns, and only 7 interceptions in 11 games, with a rushing threat of nearly 280 yards and 3 rushing touchdowns. Plus, his PFF grade for this season is an impressive 86.8, suggesting he's still playing at a high level when healthy. And speaking of health, Prescott has shown resilience. His ankle injury in Week 4 limited him to just 1 game, but he bounced back strong, helping Dallas improve their offensive efficiency by about 13%. That's a big deal, especially considering how much the offense relies on his ability to extend plays and find the right targets. He's a surgeon in the pocket, slicing through defenses with surgical precision. Now, imagine what Prescott could do in Washington's offense. With Jahan Dotson's emergence and the potential return of Curtis Samuel, he'd have weapons to work with. His deep ball efficiency could see a boost, especially since he's known for throwing passes that generate about 17% more EPA on deep routes. The connection with Terry McLaurin would be a dream for any quarterback. Presumably, Prescott would elevate the accuracy and consistency of those deep throws, pushing the Commanders' passing game to new heights. We're talking about a quarterback who could throw for around 30 yards, 20-plus touchdowns, and significantly improve their red zone efficiency, something they've struggled with this year. And let's not forget, bringing Prescott into the fold could be a game-changer for the Commanders' entire offense. His presence alone could help elevate the team's PFF grade from the current 85.5 to over 91 and push their yards per game from 330 to nearly 380. That's a massive upgrade, especially in a division where every point and yard counts. Their big play numbers could jump by over 11 per game, and their EPA per pass could increase by 0.15. He's a proven winner with playoff experience, and his leadership qualities could be exactly what the young guys in Washington need to accelerate their development. Now, of course, not everything is sunshine and rainbows. Such a move isn't without risks. The Cowboys might be losing an experienced quarterback who, despite recent struggles, has been a cornerstone for their franchise. There's also the question of how Prescott would adapt to a new system, though given his talent and football IQ, he's likely to hit the ground running. As for the Commanders, integrating a new quarterback mid-season could be tricky, but if anyone can handle a high-pressure situation, Prescott can. He's been through the ups and downs, and that mental toughness is what separates him from many others. Beyond the on-field implications, this potential trade could have a ripple effect across the NFC East. The Cowboys might be shifting toward a rebuild, focusing on their defense and young talent, especially after allowing an average of 3-1 sacks per game. Meanwhile, the Commanders could be positioning themselves as serious contenders, especially if they can add Prescott's experience and accuracy to their already improving roster. Their draft capital, especially the first-round pick, could be a valuable asset in future moves, and giving Howell some competition might push him to grow faster, knowing he has Prescott breathing down his neck. Looking ahead, if this move happens, the betting odds for the Commanders' Super Bowl chances would skyrocket. Bookmakers already have them at around plus 100, but with Prescott leading the charge, those odds could tighten significantly, perhaps to plus 30 or better. The NFC East would be a whole new ballgame, with Prescott's playoff experience and clutch gene giving Washington an edge in close games. Their chances of making a deep run would increase substantially, especially if Prescott can replicate or even improve on his 2024 performance, where he was rated with an 87.5 PFF grade. In the grand scheme, this move could also be a statement to the rest of the league, showing that the Commanders are serious about contending now, not just rebuilding for the future. It's a bold strategy, but sometimes you need to take risks to get the rewards. Prescott's leadership, accuracy, and calm under pressure could be exactly what Washington needs to finally bring home that elusive Super Bowl trophy. And for Cowboys fans, well, it's a bittersweet thought, seeing your franchise QB potentially playing for a division rival, but also understanding the logic behind such a bold move. As we approach the trade deadline, the rumors are only going to intensify. Whether this happens or not, one thing is for certain: the NFC East is about to get a lot more interesting. The Commanders are looking to push forward, and if Prescott becomes part of the team, it could be the start of a new chapter, one filled with hope, excitement, and maybe, just maybe, a shot at glory. So stay tuned, because this story isn't over yet, and the next few weeks could change everything we thought we knew about the NFC East. The future's bright and the possibilities are endless. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest Washington Commanders news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. And now, Washington Commanders fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Do you think Prescott is the game changer Washington needs? Or do you believe the risk outweighs the reward? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Commanders. Remember, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for all the latest Washington Commanders news. Let's keep the conversation going and keep that passion alive. We're on the verge of something exciting, and I can't wait to see how this story unfolds. Stay loyal, stay loud, and as always, hail to the Commanders.